Hello everyone. How to register our company profile to the DNR company registration system? Well, we will follow some steps based on the manuals issued by EMB. So to simplify, based on the manual, tayo muna ay mag-login dito sa ating account gamit ang ating username and password. So kapag naka-login tayo sa ating account sa company registration system, hanapin natin itong button na Add Establishment. Click natin po ito. And nandito na tayo ngayon sa portion step number 1. First is to select the region where the establishment is located. At iyan yung irerehistro natin sa system. So dito may mga selections. So halimbawa, Calabarzon. And then click next. Punta tayo sa second step. And hanapin natin itong not in the list. Click natin itong button na ito. Then nakarating na tayo dito sa step number 3 at ito na yung formal registration. So kailangan nating sagutin ang mga information dito. So dito merong for certificate of conformity application. Kung kayo po ay engaged sa manufacturing ng sasakyan, ang sagot nyo dito ay yes. Kung hindi naman kayo nasa manufacturing ng vehicle, ang sagot nyo dito ay no. And next, we have here the establishment or facility general information. Mayroon ditong type ng establishment, main or branch. So kung tayo ay main establishment, ilalagay natin dito ang name ng establishment sa baba or facility. I encourage you na mag-refer doon sa inyong ECC or CNC dahil yun po ang tama na inire-register dito. Kung wala pa kayong CNC at saka ECC, medyo challenging yan. Pero dapat ma-indicate nyo rito yung name ng establishment at yan po ang kailangan na maibigay dito. So for example, ang name ng ating establishment ay ABC Restaurant. Kung yan ang nakasulat sa inyong ECC or CNC, yan ang ilalagay natin dito. Some are using the name of their company. Halimbawa, ABC Company Inc. Yan. And then, meron tayo ditong select project type. So, meron selections at kailangan mo lang ditong piliin yung nearest project type that describes your establishment or company. So, halimbawa ito, ABC Restaurant. Hanapin ko dito yung restaurant na project type. So, halimbawa, nandito sa 3.6.1 ang restaurant. So, ito na yon. Ito na yon. So, depende kung anong type ng project ninyo, hanapin nyo rito. Then, company telephone number. Halimbawa, 043-722-1234. Company email address, halimbawa, abccompany@gmail.com. Then, establishment or facility address. Lalagay natin dito yung street number or street name. So, halimbawa, Number 3, MP Casanova Street. Then select the region, for example, Calabarzon, and then select the province under that region, for example, Batangas. And then city or municipality under that province, halimbawa, Lipa City, and then the barangay under that city or municipality, for example, Tambo. And then we need to provide the specific location in the map through this latitude and longitude. Ang kailangan mong gawin lang, mag-open ka ng isa pang browser. Halimbawa, type natin Google Map. Yan. And then, hanapin mo sa map natin kung saan tayo located. So, halimbawa, ito yung ating location ng ating establishment. Halimbawa, ito. Yan. Using your mouse, just right-click. Tapat mo lang itong arrow mo o kung saan yung pinaka-entrance. Then, right-click gamit ang inyong mouse at may mag-a-appear dyan na latitude and longitude. Itong 13 point something na ito. Yan. 121 point something. So, click nyo lang yan. At i-copy nyo doon sa inyong registration. So, yung 13 point something, that's the latitude. Ito namang 121, that's longitude. Huwag niyong kalimutang tanggalin yung comma para hindi mag-error. So, that is your specific location or address. Then, meron tayo ditong type of business or industry classification. Isa sa madaling paraan para malaman yung Philippine Standard Industry Classification Code Number ay pagtingin sa ating BIR registration. So, halimbawa, kukuha ako sa internet ng sample ng BIR 2303. May makikita kayo dyan sa inyong BIR 2303 ng PSIC. So, halimbawa, to. Yan. Halimbawa ito. Sample na nakinuha natin online para so, halimbawa ito, meron dito nakalagay 46639 PSIC. So, kung meron kang certificate of registration, hanapin mo lang yung PSIC code. So, halimbawa ito sa sample natin, 46639 Wholesale of Construction Materials and Supply. Yan naman yung ating description. Now, syempre, ang depende sa iyong um, type of business or industry classification. Isa pang paraan to determine, maliban dito sa BIR 2303 ninyo, doon sa DAO 2016 08. Yan. Ito ang Water Quality Guidelines and General Effluent Standards of 2016. Pumunta kayo sa Table 8 at doon nyo makikita yung mga industry category. Yan, sa Table 8. At sa kaliwang bahagi nitong industry category ang PSIC code. So, depende ko anong industry category nyo, hanapin nyo lang yan sa second column and then titingin kayo sa kaliwa. So, for example, yung ating project type ay restaurant, hanapin ko dito yung sa restaurant. So, halimbawa, nandito sa part na ito, industry category, restaurants, food chains, bars, and other food or beverage services. So, ang PSIC code niya ay 56. So, ilalagay ko lang dito yon 56, yun yung PSIC code number na makikita nyo dito sa first column. And then, sa baba, yung ating restaurant. So, ganun lang. Ano po? So, kanina, BIR 2303, mayroong PSIC code dyan, yung number, at saka yung description. May iba pang paraan, gaya po nung sa PSA, PSIC, Philippine Statistics Authority, PSIC. Ito yon. So, click mo lang yan, and then, i-open sa'yo yung PSIC 2019. So, dito sa portion na to, search PIC database, mag-type ka dyan ng keyword, halimbawa, restaurant. Then, click search. At mag-open siya ng mga um, description. So, halimbawa, restaurant, fast food, buffet, other restaurant. So, ito makikita nyo, meron ditong subclass number. So, instead na yung 56 lang na tinutukoy dito, general na, dito sa PSIC, sa Philippine Statistics Authority, may mga subclass na siya na di-define na kung ano mismo. Halimbawa, fast food restaurant, 56102. Yan, lalagay mo dito, 56102. Pare-pare siyang tama. No? So, lalagay mo dito ay yung fast food restaurant. Ano pa? And then, next, yung mga pangalan ng responsible officer. Sino ang CEO, president, or owner? Halimbawa, Peter Pan. Siya ang president ng company. Yung telephone number, kung meron, saka yung fax number. Kung wala, just put NA. And then, email address. Halimbawa, peterpan@gmail.com. You can indicate NA kung wala. Or you can indicate company email para meron pa ring means of communication with the highest executive officer. Then plant manager, kung kayo ay nasa mga processing or manufacturing industry, kung meron kayong mga treatment facilities, mayroon kayo talagang itinilagang plant manager, indicate nyo rito yung name. So, halimbawa, Jose Reyes. And then certificate of accreditation number. Sometimes they are the designated and accredited PCO kaya may accreditation number. So kung wala namang accreditation, just indicate NA. Then email address, kung meron, for example, Jose Reyes at gmail.com at kanyang telephone number. Kung meron, para sa taas siguro yan. Then yung fax number, NA, kung wala, and then mobile number. So, halimbawa, 0998-543-5412. At sunod, ang name ng Pollution Control Officer. So, usually, yung mga newly appointed PCO, hindi pa naman kayo accredited, lalagay nyo na ang pangalan nyo dito. Halimbawa, Juan de la Cruz. At yung Certificate of Accreditation Number, lalagay mo na lang muna ay NA. So, yung email address mo din, personal, halimbawa Juan de la Cruz at gmail.com, the company telephone number, yung fax number, at yung mobile number, halimbawa 0998-543-34. So, make sure na mga active ang mga information na yan. Then, the managing head, dito sa managing head, may sinasabi dito ang DAO 2014-02, Section 8. Sabi dito sa DAO 2014-02, Revised Guidelines for Pollution Control Officer Accreditation sa Section 8. Sabi dito sa Section 8, Accreditation of PCOs. For the managing head of establishments, 8 hours training on environmental management covering the basic environmental laws, rules and regulations, and the duties and responsibilities of the PCO as provided in Section 10 of this order. So ang ibig sabihin itong i-indicate natin dito na pangalan ay dapat a-attend ng 8-hour training sa mga accredited training institution. So either naka-attend na, siya ang ilalagay natin pangalan dyan, or a-attend pa lang. So ano po? So halimbawa, ang managing head natin by definition sa section 4, sabi dito, managing head, ito po ang definition ng managing head, the highest executive officer. Example, president, general manager, factory or plant manager, managing director, managing partner, chief executive officer, or local chief executive. So dito, maaaring ang managing head mo ay yung ding president, si Peter Pan na example natin, o maaaring iba pa. Basta ang importante, kailangan umattend ng 8-hour training. Ano po? So halimbawa, same lang yung president at managing head, Peter S. Pan, at yung kanyang email address, peter@gmail.com, telephone number, fax number, and then mobile number. So, kopya-kopya lang tayo. 0998-543, yan. And then after nyan, maglalagay tayo dito ng mga kopya ng ating mga DNR permits. Kung wala pa po kayong nakukuhang discharge permit sa DNR EMB, o lagay nyo lang, tick nyo lang none. Kung wala pa kayong certificate of non-coverage, tick nyo lang yung none. Or walang environmental compliance certificate, tick nyo lang yung none. Kung wala pa kayong permit to operate ng inyong mga generator set, fuel storage tank, boiler, etc., tick nyo lang yung none. Walang problema yan. So, ang iba naman, meron ng mga discharge permit bago mag-register siguro. So, kung meron na, lalagay mo lang dito applicable. Ano? Tick mo lang itong applicable and indicate mo dito ang reference or control number ng iyong discharge permit. Halimbawa, ang control number ng discharge permit mo ay DP OL R4A 121234. And then, you just upload the copy of your permit. Just choose the file in your computer, then upload. So, kung wala pa nga ay pwedeng on process, yan, i-tick nyo yon or not applicable kung alin po ang inyong option. Okay? And then, panghuli, you need to upload the authorization letter para sa registration na ito. At yung authorization letter na template, meron tayo dito. Click nyo lang yung letter na yan, na button, and then makikita mo yung template para dyan. I-accomplish mo lang yun. Then upload the signed authorization letter. Upload the authorization letter with ID. And then after that, click next. At ito na yung last button na i-click natin para sa registration. Click next, then wait nyo na lang yung approval ng registration. So that's how you register your company profile. Antayin nyo 1 to 3 days na ma-approve ang inyong company registration. Makikita nyo yan sa dashboard once approved na yung inyong registration. Kung hindi approved within a day or 3 days, mag-follow up na po kayo. Dahil kailangan nyo yan sa iba't ibang permit applications, reporting, especially PCO accreditation application. So that's all on how to register our company profile to the company registration system. Remember to create an account, to prepare an authorization letter, and then 3, register formally your company profile to the system, completing steps 1, 2, 3, and yung 4, yan po yung pagbibigay sa iyo ng acknowledgement ng system na nag-submit ka successfully ng registration. So again, you need to wait for the approval of your registration. At para malaman nyo from time to time kung approved na, just log into your account dito sa system, click dashboard, makikita mo dyan yung approve registration. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening. If you have questions, just type it below. Thank you very much and have a great day.